Welcome to the FOMO Show about TV technology and home theater news. And from today's headlines, I thought that Walmart's acquisition of Vizio was bad enough, intrusive ads and all that. But this week, Google TV doubled down, and it could be oh so much worse, my friends, because Google wants the TV to be the controlling central hub of your home. Oh. If only I had Sora AI, I would generate a B-roll with this prompt. Man trapped on toilet while bombarded by ads. Wait, you didn't know that a verbal prompt could generate a video out of thin air? Check this out. A corgi vlogging itself in tropical Maui. My friends, clearly the future of video content creation has permanently changed because you know my next prompt. 4,000 nit specular highlights of FOMO's white gloves in a 5% window. Today's video is brought to you by WhoKeys. Trying to build a PC on a budget but don't know where to buy your Windows software cheaply? WhoKeys to the rescue. Use my coupon code SF20 and immediate discount with a free upgrade to Windows 11. At the bottom of this order where it says code card, to the right is the product key you need to activate Windows. So copy this long number, then go to the Windows menu and click on Settings. In the Settings menu, at the bottom, select Update and Security. Select Activation, then select Change Product Key, paste what you copied from WhoKeys, click Next, click Activate, and you're done. You can buy Windows 11 Pro or Office 2019 Pro with my discount code SF20. Yes, I've been using WhoKeys for the last several years on my own PC builds, and it just works. Lots of fun headlines today. Let's start with the first one. Samsung Electronics sells just over 1 million OLED TVs in 2023. Here's the kicker. That's just over 22% of OLED market share. So you have to stop and think about this. In 2022, Samsung released soft launch, I would say, the S95B with barely any marketing behind it, just to test the market. Last year, they went a little bit harder with just two models, the S90C and the S95C, both of which limited size, 55, 65, and 77 inches. And I know that the S90C was playing with the 83-inch size using LG Display's OLED, but pretty much last year was the more official launch, and it got over 22% of that OLED market. This year, they're expanding that further, putting out even more models, the S95D, the S90D, and the S85D, plus many of those OLEDs will be sourced from LG Display. So it'll be a mix of both qd-oled from LG Display and their own qd-oled from Samsung Display. This will take even more market share off the market. This is kind of crazy because the market for OLED TVs isn't that large to begin with, and Samsung Electronics is coming in, taking more of that pie. And I think the company that's going to face the most difficulty from Samsung Electronics' aggressive growth in the OLED market is none other than LG Electronics, because Sony fans, they're buying Sony for a very specific reason, right? Cinema purists, there's a certain Sony science, it's a bit more expensive. LG Electronics is priced a little bit lower, more competitively, and so is Samsung Electronics. If anything, last year, Samsung Electronics models from the S90C, they were actually priced lower than the LG C3 and definitely much lower than the G3. This makes Samsung Electronics the value choice in 2023, and I think more of the same in 2024. That's big trouble for LG Electronics. But what do you think? Are you guys into OLED, or are you thinking other types of panel technology like Mini LED? Moving on to the next headline, it is official. Walmart has said that it is acquiring Vizio, and I think if you scroll down to the bottom of this article, their quote is most telling as to what to expect. Specifically, we also believe it enables a profitable advertising business that is rapidly scaling. Our media business, Walmart Connect, is helping brands create meaningful connections with the millions of customers who shop with us each week. We believe the combination of these two businesses would be impactful, helping brands create meaningful connections, aka targeted ads, right? And all of this just means targeted ads, more effective targeted ads on your TV. But actually, this isn't so bad, right? Ads are ads, whatever. What is really concerning is I was thinking, okay, if Walmart made this move, What are the other companies doing, specifically Google TV? Well, Google TV is doubling down and wanted to make this statement. Google TV executive says, we've been talking about this for years, both directly at Google, but the TV industry has been talking about this for years as the TV being the center of the home. So it's one thing when you're watching TV, right? You turn it off, the ads turn off. But when this TV, quote unquote, is the control center of your home, there's no turning off the AC or the heater. I mean, thermostats, microwave ovens, appliances, anything that could stick a display, your mirror. This control hub is a nice way of saying, once we take control of all of your devices, you're not going to be able to get away from your ads. So when you sit on that toilet and you got a mirror in there, you got speakers, you're going to hear ads. And this is very interesting because if you thought Walmart was bad, imagine Google TV taking over your home. Is that what we're going to expect in the future? Let me know, you guys. Are you guys going to get off the grid completely, or are you okay with it? Because this is more than just intrusive. I'm pretty concerned. Speaking of being scared, this next headline is very scary. We should all be scared of OpenAI's new AI video generator. We're talking about Sora. And so if you guys don't know, right, basically with just verbal text, a prompt, all you have to say is you want a certain video to look a certain way. It will create it out of thin air. You don't even have to have any footage. I mean, it's easy if you give them a photograph and say, hey, animate this photograph. Okay, let's put that aside. I mean, this is how specific this prompt could be. This is from Sora AI's demo, right? This is a specific prompt that led to this video. Check it out. A stylish woman walks down a Tokyo street filled with warm, glowing neon and animated by city signage. She wears a black leather jacket, a long red dress, and black boots, and carries a black purse. She wears sunglasses and red lipstick. She walks confidently and casually. The street is damp and reflective, creating a mirror effect of the colorful lights. Many pedestrians walk about. And just look at this image. This person appears real, completely generated by AI. I mean, look at her skin. It's not too perfect, right? There are flaws. That's kind of scary, but this is what we'll be doing. Now, normally I go to Storyblocks, right? I get B-roll and so forth. I don't have to do that once Sora AI is public. So right now it's on its own internal beta. Only a few filmmakers and creators have access to it. It's kind of creepy because it doesn't feel like it's AI generated. It really doesn't. And if you say, well, you know what, maybe it's too sharp, maybe they're soap opera, well, you could make it more cinematic. Check this next one out. Historical footage of California during the gold rush. I see some cinema blur. It looks kind of old-timey. Or how about this one if you really want to go back in time, right? This black and white, it's kind of crazy. Step printing scene of a person running. Cinematic film shot in 35 millimeter. So cinematic, right? It's not too soap opera. Now, this is a mistake because the man is turned the wrong way. However, look at the direction the actual treadmill is spinning. It's spinning the right way. So physics-wise, it's correct. He's just facing the wrong way. And these mistakes will happen. But I'm really impressed by this next one. I mean, this one looked totally real. Again, 100% generated by AI. The camera directly faces colorful buildings in Burano, Italy. An adorable Dalmatian looks through a window on a building on the ground floor. Adorable. The AI knows what adorable means. I mean, that's kind of creepy, right? Ultimately, entire industries will be upended, and many of you are saying, well, you can't create movies without real people. That is true. The storytelling, the dialogue, the plot, I understand all of that, the narrative. However, how much of a movie can be replaced with AI-generated video? But speaking of AI, this story actually balances it. Sometimes AI chatbots are to your advantage. Air Canada must honor a fake refund policy created by its chatbot, court says. So basically, this woman, this customer, this flyer, asks the Canadian Airlines chatbot, the customer service, hey, what's your policy about cancellations and refunds? And the chatbot literally just created a policy that doesn't even exist. The woman's like, oh, okay. And she took a screenshot, smart lady. And then when that event happened and she wanted a refund, Air Canada was like, wait a minute, this policy doesn't exist. Where'd you get it? Your chatbot told me. And they're like, well, this is wrong. The chatbot can't be making up policies. And so she took them to small claims and won. It's like, isn't that scary though? That the chatbot creates fictional policy out of thin air. This is the kind of craziness we're going to expect in the future. And I don't know if it's scary, if it's comical, but I'll tell you this. People think this is the future, and it is totally the future, and we have no idea what's going to happen next. And so let's go back to the AI that's being used on the neural networks for Samsung this year, right? Let's get back to Samsung. So the Samsung QN900D. It is the first TV to use the most advanced AI neural network system. And when we saw the demo at CES, it was very specific. They're telling me that they're recognizing images and they're matching it to an existing library of images to make it clearer. So if you're upscaling low bit rate, low resolution images where there's not enough of that source signal to generate true clear image, it's a little fuzzy, a little soft, not the fault of the TV, it's the fault of your internet connection or whatever. The TV can then pull out real images, match it, and then make it look better. That's the promise of AI, and I love it because I'm going to see a lot of crazy things happening. Hopefully, this is an aggressive and fun AI so that, you're going to have images you didn't expect, just like this Air Canada lady who got the fake refund policy created by its AI chatbot. Maybe you'll get some amazing new fake graphics generated by the Samsung QN900D. We're definitely going to have fun with that. Now let me know, what's your experience with AI generated anything? Have you used it? Are you excited? Are you scared? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, stop the FOMO.